Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth review of all the previous products I showed you guys about 2 weeks ago. I've had a good amount of time now to try all the products out for the most part and can give you an in-depth review of everything. So I'm just going to jump right in. Stay tuned for the end because I will be having a giveaway. The first step is all my running gear. So the first thing I showed you guys was this running belt, and I absolutely love it. I was really worried about it. I thought maybe it would fall down while running or just kind of be annoying, but really you can barely feel it on you, even with your phone in there. I have an iPhone 7 and I can honestly barely feel it. It doesn't move around at all. I wear it very secure and it's not heavy or anything. So I really enjoy running with this. And it's definitely a product I recommend to any runners out there. My next product are the headphones, and I love these as well. I will say I do get headaches very easily in how these headphones go deep into your ears. Sometimes the sound, even if the volume's not on loud, I will get a headache really fast, so I wear one in my ear, one kind of hanging off my ear. But that's really the only complaint I have, and that's more of just a personal issue I have with migraines. But besides that, I really like them. This band helps them stay secure to the back of your head, so while you're running they don't fall off or anything. The sound quality is really great. I've worn them every time I've gone running so far and I've had no issues. I have gone on probably about, I don't know how many runs in total, but I've run over 35, 40 miles every run, and I have not had to charge them yet. And I know they last up to, it says up to 4 hours, but they've definitely gone over that. So that's really nice. It also shows you on your phone the battery life of them. When you hook them up through the Bluetooth, it will show you the battery life of your headphones. So that's really a nice additional little feature. I did show socks in the last video. That is not something I enjoyed or was able to use at all. These are my Vibrams, and like I said, I have run over 35, 40 miles in these now in the last 2 weeks. The bottoms still look amazing. It's super thick soles. Yeah. The reason I love these so much, I have a terrible Achilles tendon. When I was in the Army, I messed it up and I was in a cast for over a year to try to, let it heal and strengthen back up. So I have a really hard time with any kind of shoe touching the back of my Achilles tendon. It's very sensitive. It gets sore very easily. So the fact that these are so low for me is really great. Like, it does touch it a little bit, but these have no really hard sole support in them at all. So for me, that's a huge benefit for me. Also, I have just enjoyed running in these all together. I feel like I can really control my stride, learn more about my stride and areas that I need to work on while wearing these. But I also feel like I've had no pain at all. I've heard people say when they first start wearing them, they have to kind of build up because they can get a lot of pain in their feet. But I have had no issues, no pain in my calves, nothing. I've had no issues at all running in these shoes. I've really enjoyed them. I will say the only complaint I have with them is only on one foot. I think it's my right foot. For some reason, when I put my feet in, my right toe always goes up, or inside the shoe kind of hits this rubber toe protection, and that really just annoys me. I feel like it always happens, and I notice it while I'm running around or walking sometimes. So that kind of bothers me. I can just kind of feel my toe hitting that part. But maybe that just means they don't fit my feet really correctly, so that could be my own problem. I'm not really sure. Besides that, they feel fine. Sometimes it does take me a little while to get them on my feet. Just some days I cannot freaking get my toes to go into each individual area easily, and then some days it's really easy. So, but I absolutely love these shoes. I don't recommend wearing them out in public because they're super ugly, but I have run all over my neighborhood in these, and I really love them. I've had no aches or pains or anything, and they've just been great running shoes for me, and I plan on wearing these until I wear them out and getting a new pair because I like them that much. I really want to try their yoga shoes too. They have I don't think it's super new, maybe it is, I'm not sure, but it's a wraparound yoga shoe, and I really want to try it next. But I highly do recommend these shoes. I highly recommend them. Moving on to the kids' shoes I bought. Dallas's shoes are still holding up really good, which I knew they would because she has had a few pairs of these. Like I said, these are the freshly picked shoes. And Dallas is 3 years old now, so I mean, she's outdoors running on the cement, where most kids that you'd kind of put in these are either kind of just walking every now and then or just walking around, not really into running yet or anything. So she really wears these places she probably shouldn't because she just runs on the concrete and everything, but the bottoms obviously are pretty worn, but no holes or anything through them. They're still super sturdy. You can see her little footprints. And the tops look nice. They have a little, you know, dirt around the edges, but besides that, they're holding up very well. This is probably the last pair I'm going to get her, only because she is getting older and it's just not practical. She can't really do anything. When she's at the park, she'll slide if she's wearing these kind of shoes up on the playgrounds and stuff. So it's just not practical for me to keep her in these kind of shoes. So they do make a hard sole shoe though as well. We just haven't gotten them yet, but these will probably be her last pair. Unfortunately, Byron's pair, and I wasn't even going to talk about this because I feel, I've never had any bad luck with any of their shoes, but I did feel like I needed to share. His little shoes, the day I got them, when I went to go put them on him, and this one fit fine, but this one just, I don't know what happened, but as soon as I put it on, the elastic that goes and holds it together ripped. So his is broken, so he has not been able to wear them. The customer service for Freshly Picked is amazing, and they will send you money to get them fixed, or you can send them back and get them fixed. I am just a really lazy person and terrible when it comes to mail. So I haven't sent them out yet. So here they are. And I could request the money to get them fixed, but then I have to go find a place to fix them, and I'd really just rather have them fix them, but I just, like I said, honestly, like 2 days ago, I bought him a new pair because that's how terrible I am about getting these fixed. And I know I need to, so I will. I just haven't had the time yet. So that did happen, but like I said, their customer service is amazing, and they will work it out for you if you have any kind of issues. So that's really good, a good thing. Okay, then last stuff I'm going to get into is all the essential oils. Last month I got a Young Living essential oil kit, and I just wanted to share a little bit of information about it to you. So far I have really enjoyed it. I'm still learning a lot. Like I know the very basics of everything. And there's so much knowledge and information out there and recipes and just everything, and I'm just really at the basic level. So the reason I started to use essential oils is because just struggling with PTSD and anxiety. I don't take medications. I've just had a lot go on. I struggle with migraines, and my body just does not typically tolerate medication. So I was just kind of at a loss and was willing to try whatever I can to help improve these things, whether it just improves stress or relaxation, and then that alone helps with migraines and anxiety and stuff like that. So I was kind of willing to give anything a shot at this point, and I have heard tons of other veterans say they use essential oils, but I was kind of skeptical, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to share with you guys a few of my favorites and a few things that I love to do with essential oils. But I do want to, I did put a disclaimer out at the very beginning. I am in no way a doctor. These are just things that have worked for me. It doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you. So I'm just saying. This one is Panaway, and it has become one of our favorite. Nick has a lot of nerve pain in his shoulder and his back, and when it gets really bad, I can go ahead and put some of this on him. And it did take a few times. You know, the first day I put it on him, it wasn't magical. But about the third time I started putting it on him, at night when he was in a lot of pain, he started seeing a big difference. Within just a few minutes, he would, the pain would be gone. So this one's really nice. It has a really refreshing scent. It's like minty. And you get the cooling sensation with it too. So this one is very nice. And I don't know why, for me personally, it puts me to sleep. I don't know if it does that for everyone, but normally if I have it like all over my hands when I'm applying it to him and I leave it on, I fall asleep pretty fast. So this, for me personally, helps me fall asleep and relaxes me. But for Nick, it is great for his neck and back. Another one I have loved lately is lavender, and lavender is so universal. You can put in so many things, use it for so many things. The main thing I have used it for lately is as well, again, sleep. Also, for my bath at nighttime, I'm a huge Lush fan and I love bath bombs, but I've really been fine lately with essential oils. I put whatever mixture I want in there and I just find it so relaxing and beneficial. And it's easy because I have tons of these now in my cabinet instead of not having a Lush bath bomb around and having to go online, buy more. Like, typically I'll have some type of essential oil I can put in my bath. So that's really nice to have around. The other thing this has been working great for me for is the other day I cut myself while I was cutting vegetables in the kitchen. You just put a little bit on my cut and the bleeding stopped. And it was, again, as well today, a piece of glass broke and I was cleaning it up. I cut my hand, put a little bit of lavender on it, and the bleeding stopped. And normally, like if I'm cooking, that can kind of be a big hassle if you're bleeding all over everything and you have to stop. It's really annoying, but like I said, I've been using lavender for cuts and it works amazing. I was really amazed how quickly the bleeding stopped and I was able to continue cooking and move on. That was really nice. The other thing I love is lemon. I am terrible, absolutely terrible about drinking water. And so I got lemon. I have a few more coming in the mail soon, like grapefruit and orange, I think. But these ones in the white bottles, or they say vitality on them, that means you can ingest them. 1 to 2 drops of lemon in my water and it tastes so good. And I have this glass, a water bottle. You have to put the essential oils in glass because if you put it in plastic, they will eat through the plastic, I believe, or something like that. So you're supposed to put them in glass. And I feel like these glass water bottles get colder a lot faster and stay colder. So I find that really nice. But so I've been putting lemon in my water. I also love to diffuse lemon and peppermint in the morning. I just find that the scent is very uplifting and I really like that, and it just kind of wakes me up. I also use M-green, and I put this on the back of my neck whenever I'm having a really bad migraine, as well as on my temples sometimes, and that has helped me a lot. I also put lavender and I think frankincense, I could be wrong, lavender and one other one around my eye every night because it promotes health, eye health. Another one I love that I had never known, a few of the other ones I knew from going to school and aesthetics and everything, like lavender, most of the more common ones. I was not aware of purification, and I love to diffuse this right before I know I'm having company over or just anything, and people constantly comment on how the house just smells amazing, and purification just really cleans the air. And it's just a really great scent. You can put these in your shoes, all sorts of things. I will put some at the bottom of my trash can before I put the bag liner in and stuff like that, because I just think it smells really fresh and amazing. So I really love that one. I bought a whole bunch of other oils, and I'm sure there's a few that I'm not even mentioning that I used all the time or that I have been using, but I have truly been using them constantly. I try to have them always out in the open so I kind of remember to go to them, but they've been a lot of help. I even use them on the kids. I do dilute them with coconut oil, but I've been using them for everyone and everything. I even use lemon for cooking chicken and stuff like that. I like to put it on my chicken. So I have really enjoyed using these, and I've found them very beneficial. I feel like I'm not always using them to the full potential just because there's a lot I have to learn about them, but it's a learning process. So the month of March, I'm going to be holding a giveaway, and I will select a winner on April 1st. The giveaway is going to include a Young Living starter kit. So it will come with the essential oils that comes in a kit. There's a lot more than this. I have some missing, obviously. Some I was just explaining to you guys. As well as the Dewdrop diffuser.